people just like using the code. Oh, I didn't add V. What the heck? V, we're not friends. I mean, in the game. I don't have you on my friends list. That's not.
IRL, we ain't friends.
Yo, catch me at the skate park, fam. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. So this yesterday, me and Rin were skating and this guy pulls up and like he's like driving down the street. Of course we're skating in the street, right? Because skating on the sidewalk is
on your
garbage.
spaghetti?
I want cheese on my
You want
spaghetti.
some cheese? Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to your
mozzarella
kids.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
No, that's
giving
cool.
them their dinner.
So hold on, this guy actually is like driving past and like he says something out the window. I don't hear most of what he says. All I hear is something about street. He's probably telling us to get out of the street or something. And I'm just kind of sitting there. I look at his car like, what? Because like I didn't really hear what he said, and I don't understand why people are like so fussy about it when we're skating on a neighborhood street that is really wide. Like we're in a residential area, you know? And like
you can't yell at people for being in the street in a residential area.
and that's my point, right? So then the guy slows down and like turns around. I'm like, okay, fam, you know we in Southeast, right? Like I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, bud, okay. I will definitely beat the crap out of you with the skateboard. So he slows down and I'm looking in the car to see if I know this guy, right? And I'm like, he looks vaguely familiar, right? So like maybe he lives in the neighborhood, or maybe like I saw him at like Freedom Plaza, which is like a popular skate spot in DC, right? So then he gets out the car and like goes to his trunk. Bruh, I'm picking up my board already. I'm picking up my board already.
I'm either rushing you or I'm leaving, one or the other. Like, you ain't never gonna turn around from looking inside the trunk.
I'm trying to, so I didn't say anything to Rin because I wasn't trying to freak her out, right? But I'm like, you know, kind of like half skating to try and get her like behind me or whatever, right? And you know, so I'm picking up my board at this point,
being all protected.
And so like he pulls out his skateboard, and I'm like, my dude, bro. But here's the worst part. He's spouting all this nonsense about the fact that longboarding is wrongboarding. You know, you shouldn't be skating on the street with a longboard. It's embarrassing. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, he starts grandstanding. It's like, let me show you how it's done. Let me show you a real board. My guy books it. I mean, like he's like pushing hard as heck. When I wasn't ready for this. I thought he was gonna do like an ollie or like a kickflip or something, right? He literally just falls.
No.
He does 3 hard pushes and just falls in the middle of the street. It takes everything I have in me to not laugh at this guy. I'm like, how do you make all this noise just to embarrass yourself?
Nah, if you're talking all that trash, I'm laughing. Like I'm obnoxiously laughing at you.
But then he gets up and tries to keep going on longboarding. Like, my guy, what are you doing?
He said, see what I mean? Longboarding ain't it.
I don't understand. How does this work? This is like
You're nice, because I would have been like falling over crying laughing at this dude. Anybody else?
Oh man, that was weird though. Like my adrenaline was spiked.
Alright, don't ask me questions. That's funny.
And of course he would show up when we're on like the biggest boards that like we have, right? I'm telling this guy, I'm like, I have a regular board. That's just not what we're skating on right now. Like, chill.
That's not today's thing.
Yeah, it's not on today's menu. Oh, did everybody get their controls the way they want?
Yeah, I'm all set up. Just give me a second. Just giving the kids a dinner and I'm grabbing me a little spaghetti too.